Welcome. This is episode 7 of Limited MTG Mentor, a show where Josh, that's me, and my friend Kai, we play some limited magic. Say hi, Kai.
Hello, everyone.
So for a while now, Kai has been mentoring me on how to be a better limited player. He's been teaching me better drafting techniques, strategies, deck building strategies, play strategies, and tactics. And we thought, hey, we're having a lot of fun in this process. Why wouldn't we, record this and share this with others? Also, Kai and I would love to make this a more regular thing where we could do a lot more of this. So if you'd like to see that happen, please like, subscribe, and hopefully we can try and make that happen. Okay, and as a side technical note, I have seen some comments in some of the videos that we could do a better job of making the quality of the video a little higher, the resolution a little higher. We're taking that to heart, and we're working on acquiring some better hardware that can handle a higher quality recording. So expect that coming pretty soon. Awesome. So Kai, let's see what are we playing today?
I don't know. What are we playing today? We're gonna play some Pioneer Masters or continue going on with the Foundations draft.
Well, whatever we do, we need to cast 20 blue or red spells. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I again, just like regular, I'm down for a premier draft for Foundations or a Pioneer draft or a premier draft for a Pioneer Masters.
Yeah,
Um,
either one is fine by me. And like I said, Pioneer Masters is gonna be a little higher power. You can definitely lose to a little bit of higher bombs, but it's also gonna be typically slightly more fun because the power level's higher.
yeah. Well, we did Foundations yesterday, so let's do Pioneer today.
And if you guys didn't check out that video, it was a great video. We went 7-0. So
And
go check
and
that video out.
yeah, we went 7-0, and it wasn't even a super overpowered deck either.
No, just very consistent deck.
Yeah.
Sometimes consistency is key. Wow, insta-fire. All right.
Might
All
as well.
right, let's see what our pack one pick one brings us and hope for some fun stuff. Let's have a really fun deck today. The last time we played this format, we did I think we went 3-3, right? Or did we play after that? No,
We
we
went,
went 6-3 the last time.
yeah, 6-3. Not bad, not bad. Lost in the
And the
final
time before
boss.
that was 3-3. We lost to the final boss twice. They were both aggro decks.
All right, so we need to. So this is episode 7, so we need to go 7-0. Just kidding.
Oh,
Let's not jinx it.
we always want to go 7-0, so.
Oh yeah, good point.
Master of Waves as your first pack, first pick, rare. As well as a Woodland Wanderer. Oh, so see, there's some cards in here I haven't seen yet. That Silumgar Sorcerer is new to the sheet. And that one's the Flash counter a spell, right? It's the blue uncommon. Flash,
Flying.
exploit, counter target creature spell. I do like that. Master of Waves is a pretty fun card. You got to go pretty heavy blue for it to be good, but it is a pretty strong card. Woodland Wanderer is also a really strong card. Green base, and for every color that is cast to it comes into play with a counter on it. So typically, is always going to be a 4-mana 4/4 Vigilance with Trample, and
So
sometimes could be a 5 or 6-mana 6/6 Vigilance Trample.
I'm hovering the Master of Waves for now.
Yep, that's okay. We'll go with the Master Waves. That seems like a fun card to me. We're gonna go fun. That seems fun.
And I love blue,
All
so
right. All right. So in this pack, we got a rare land, which we're definitely not going to pick up early. We have an Illusionary Angel, which I don't care for too much because you have to be able to cast another spell before this one. So typically, it's going to cost. You have to have a 2-drop to make it cost 5 mana, 3-drop to make it cost 6 mana. It's just okay. Scatter to the Winds is a great counterspell. Not necessarily something we have to pick up early.
I'll hover that for
Ordeal
now.
of Perforos event. Ordeal of Perforos is a very strong red card. Very good with the red aggro decks. I do like that card a lot. Could be a good pickup early here.
Should I
And then
should I hover that one
Possess.
for now?
I
Then?
think so. I think that's the best card in the pack, so I think we should hover that.
Okay.
Possess Scab is also very strong, but we don't know what we're doing quite yet. So I think taking the Ordeal of Perforos and staying open to an aggro deck is also a smart place to be.
So how many? If we were gonna like, for how many packs should we try and pick the best card from? Like the first four packs, 5 packs, 6 packs, before we head into a color.
You could do the. You pretty much want to take the best card in every pack until you can read a lane being open, and how you read a lane being open is late, really good cards of a specific color. So sometimes that could be longer, 6-7 picks. Sometimes it could be shorter. I do think Blood Tithe Harvester is the best card in this pack by far. Archway Angel's also a very strong card for the Gates deck, but we haven't started out in that. We're not going down that aisle quite yet, so I don't think we should go into it. I think Blood Tithe Harvester's a very strong pickup. It's a 3/2 for 2.
That's pretty good removal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it comes. It can be removal. It comes with discard and draw outlet in the blood token. Yeah, it's just a really solid card. Compulsory Rest, Hero of Iroas, both pretty strong white cards as well. Oh, they have the gods in this set. Let's see. These are new as well on the new list. So indestructible as long as your devotion to blue and black is less than 7. It isn't a creature. Creature you control have target player mills X card where X is creature's toughness. That could be a really fast win con. But you're never going to make it a creature. So you'd have to have quite a bit of stuff to help out with that. What's the rest of the pack look like? Fleecemane Lion is pretty good. Ooh, I like Murmuring Mystic. A very strong card.
Oh, is that the one that
Whenever
creates
you
the
cast
birds?
Yes, whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, create a 1/1 bird with flying.
Ooh, I love that.
I think it's a very strong card. Probably good to hover that one. It would be fun to play with the god. I'm not sure how good it would be though. Notably, the god and the Murmur Mystic would go really well together. All right.
We'll see if it comes around again.
Yeah, I don't think it will. So hopefully Devour Flesh or the Guild Gate come back around on the wheel. All right, you have a Cloudfin Raptor for blue. If we wanted to go a little bit more of blue aggro with Master of Waves, the Cloudfin Raptor could be really strong. We're going more blue-black. We have Cruel Revival, even though we don't have any zombies yet, as a 5-mana removal spell and it can get zombies back. Blue-red land, or even the Disciple of Flanks is okay. It's a 1/3 body that makes them discard a card. They reveal 2 cards. Just with him, they reveal 2 cards, and you choose one of them, and they discard that card. With any other blue devotion, it's more cards, and they discard that card. But it's only a 1/3 body. I lean towards the Cloudfin Raptor here, I think, with Master of Waves. Maybe going a little more aggressive blue here. And
Okay.
Ordeal of Perforos. You can go blue-red, more aggressive deck. All right, we got a Quicken, which is okay. It cycles. Shipbreaker Kraken, very strong late game card, but if we're playing a blue-red aggressive deck, that's not quite where we want to be. Philology, I like Philology here. 0/3, it mills 3 cards, and you can put a non-creature milled this way into your hand. Really good with spells. It's really good with Delve. It's really good against aggro, just gumming up the board. I think that's a pretty good sign that blue is open.
Awesome. So we're at pack 6.
Pick 6, yes.
Pick 6. Sorry, yeah, pick 6.
We definitely need some more spells and stuff that will help us in this route we want to go. Not too much of good cards in this pack. If we're gonna go the Master of Waves route, I'd probably take one of the blue creatures here. One is a 2/1 for 2, but it has Embalm, so it's pretty much a 2/1 for 2 twice. Or the Nimbus Naiad is a 2/2 for 3 with flying, or you could bestow it and give something else +2/+2 in flying. I think I like the Naiad a little better here.
Okay.
Not loving our start right now, but we can definitely get some help. Devour Flesh is probably the best card in this pack. You're not missing out on anything in red. I mean, the best card in the pack is Lesnie Charm, but it's very far off what we're doing. So I think I would take Devour Flesh. Goes good with the blue-black control. Goes good with Murmuring Mystic.
So do you think we'd be playing blue red splash black or blue black splash red?
As of right now, you're playing blue. I don't think you. I don't think we have. We haven't decided what our second color is. I think it's pretty safe to say you're playing blue. However, there is a good Dreadbore there, so there is a chance that you want to play 3 colors. Yeah, I think you take the Dreadbore here.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe we end up in black red because that's a really late Dreadbore. Maybe we're not even playing blue after pack 2. You just never know. Solemnity Vision is probably the right pickup here. It's a DFC dual face card. It can be a land, or it can go search for a spell on the top 4 cards, I believe. 6 cards, sorry. And so that's pretty good with Master or Murmuring Mystic. If we get more Murmuring Mystics, then it's very strong with Murmuring Mystic. So
Awesome. I'll take it.
again, Arcway Angel is the best card in the pack, but I don't think you're taking that. I think it's pretty easy to take the 1/1 Death Toucher in black here. Devour Flesh again on the wheel. Notably, the dual land did not come back around, so somebody is playing blue-black on the table. Definitely take the land here, just in case we do play 3 colors. Take that land and put it in the sideboard. We definitely need a lot of help with this deck right now. We might play that, so you can put it in the deck. Lotless Trolls are rare. That's not where we want to be at. We have an Essence Scatter, which I like quite a bit. Rimrock Knight in red is good, but we're not. Yeah, this is not the best pack in the world for us. A little bit of a sad open. No red, black, or blue cards that are crazy good. Essence Scatter is definitely the best card in the pack
I
for us.
hate taking a common as a pick 1.
Yeah, that pack was. I mean, Loxodon Smiter is pretty good, but obviously it's so far off what we're doing. Our rare Lotless Troll, I could see that tabling. It's just an okay card, so. You can pass Sire of Insanity, which is not good for our deck. Easy Treasure Cruise here. Treasure Cruise is definitely an easy pick.
Oh, for all of our spells.
Yes, and the Philology Archaeologist makes the treasure cruise better because it mills cards and makes that cost cheaper. You're not missing out much on anything else in this pack. Definitely need some. I feel like we need some help.
Call a friend.
We need some more. We need another Murmuring Mystic. There's another Blood Tide Harvester, which is good, but not good for us. because I don't think we want to be in 3 colors here. I like the Fell Stinger here, or the Gurmag Angler. I think I like the Fell Stinger more.
Where's
3
that
mana,
one?
3/2. It's uncommon, black. 3 mana, 3/2 Death Touch. Exploit. Target creature draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. You can sack hopefully one of the tokens off of Master of Waves or off Murmuring Mystic and draw some cards. We're definitely looking for some better blue and black spells here because I'm pretty sure where we're at is blue-black here. And yet there's another Dreadbore here.
Hmm.
Yeah, Priest of the Bloodright is a very strong creature, but we have no. Okay, we do have 2 exploit creatures to get rid of the 2/2, but man, I love the hard removal. I think I like taking the hard removal here, and we just need to pick up some fixing.
Okay.
Denroval Horror, that's a fantastic blue-black pickup. This pack has actually got insane good cards for you. Denroval Horror, Essence Scatter, Archaeomancer, and 2 lands, all that are good. So I think you're going to get something on the table, hopefully, here. Definitely taking the Denroval Horror here. I believe you're not going to be playing the Ordeal of Perforos. Possessed Scab is another really good blue-black pickup. It's a Gravedigger for spells or a creature. I think you should move the Ordeal of Perforos to the sideboard and the Blood Tithe Harvester to the sideboard, and we'll just splash for the Dreadbores. Assuming we get some more fixing, that is. Yep. Oh, so now you have a hard question. You have a hard choice here between Archaeomancer and Possessed Scab. Archaeomancer just returns this instant or sorcery to your hand. Possessed Scab costs 1 more, but it's a bigger body and returns an instant sorcery or creature to your hand. I think I like the Possessed Scab more, but the 2 blue pips on Archaeomancer could be really good with Master of Waves too. Notably, there's also a land in this pack, but I think the Possessed Scab's just too good to pass here. What's your creature count look like?
Let's see. 11.
11. Not too bad. Not a bad curve either. Go read the bones here. Isn't too bad. Draw some cards. I think it's probably the best pickup. I can see an argument for grabbing the 2/1 or 2 to keep your curve a little lower, but see, and I was right. The Lawless Troll did table. I don't think you're taking Mizium Skin here, as you don't have too much to protect. So I think, yeah, just take the rare for your collection. I don't think you're playing any of these cards.
There's the Sire again.
Yeah, you're not playing anything else. You might as well take the Sire and throw that in your sideboard. It's a pretty good Gurmag Angler, I would take. Playing it, yep. Definitely want. Maybe take the Sanitarium Skeleton for your sideboard.
Oh.
Well, the Archaeomancer came back around, so go ahead and add that to your deck. You have a lot of spell recursion.
But do we have good spells to use it on?
We definitely need some better black spells for sure. So sideboard, the land. Well, oh, What's going on? Click start draft. Okay, that was interesting.
Ooh.
All right. All right, you're not missing much in this pack. There's nothing, no black removal, no blue tempo, no red removal. So I think you just take the land here, since we definitely need the land. Take the guild gate. Actually, maybe take the evolving wilds here, as you don't need gates and you have 2 delve cards, so the evolving wilds will help both delve cards.
Hmm.
So you need to put that sanitarium skeleton in your sideboard. Sidisi seems like a good card for you. Exploit, search your library for a card, put it in your hand. You're not missing out on anything but a devour flesh or a scab, but you've already got 2 scabs and 2 fleshes, so I would definitely take the Sidisi here.
Okay.
I don't think you're playing the Silumgar Butcher. Another Sire of Insanity. Think you take the Gateway Plaza here is more fixing, because you're just not missing out on too much in this pack either. You need a good black removal spell like Obnix's Cruelty, or a good blue spell, which I can't remember the name of it. The 3 mana one that puts a creature on top of the deck. Those are definitely cards we need. Would be happy to get another Philology Archaeologist here. Crush of Tentacles. Yeah, I think that Crush of Tentacles is probably worth playing. It's expensive. Your deck is a little expensive, which I'm worried about, but that is a very strong effect. Bounces everything, and then if the surge cost was paid, you get an 8/8 octopus.
Okay.
So,
That seems fun.
yep, we just have to make it late enough in a game that all your bombs come in, because you've got a lot of strong cards. They're just expensive.
Hmm. So how many lands do you think we need to be playing?
Definitely take the blue-black land here. Definitely going to be a 17 land deck.
You don't like the Consider?
I love the Consider, but I believe that the fixing is going to be a little more important right now. I do like Consider quite a bit, especially with 2 delve cards, but
Yeah, but
the
when you need land, you need land.
yes, color fixing is especially since we're splashing for the Dreadbores. Yeah, there's not much here. I don't think you're playing another Read the Bones, as you're a slow deck and you're already doing some damage to yourself. I would take the Fanatic of Mogus and put it in your sideboard. I don't think you're playing anything else.
All right.
So Painful Truths is probably better than Read the Bones, because you can draw 3 cards with it. But I think maybe just take Stab Wound here as another 3-drop removal spell. Something else just to help push us later into a game.
Okay.
I do think the Cruel Revival is good now. You have quite a few zombies that you can bring back with that now. It's a straight up kill spell that can bring back a zombie.
So we got 5 zombies.
Yeah, it's worth taking for sure. But again, it's another expensive card. Take the Halo Scarab. Reduce the cost of your deck, and you can exile it from your graveyard to create a treasure token to help get a red land if you need it. Oh, Man, I want to say take the possessed scab and run them all because they're so good. You're just, I mean, you're taking the possessed scab here either way. I just don't know if we can run all three of them and the Archaeomancer.
Well, we'll figure that out in deck building.
Uh, Solemnity Vision is the only card here that you might play, but you probably won't play it. But it is a DFC, so
We might need it. But we already have one.
I don't think you're playing anything here. Take the Screecher and put in your sideboard. Another Halo Scarab, which you're probably not playing, but land for the sideboard. And land for the sideboard. All right, well, so that Gurmag Angler should be in the main board. So add the Gurmag Angler and add both skeletons for now as well. Do we have enough fixing to play the Blood Tithe Harvester? I think we do.
Well,
So put the Blood Tithe Harvester into the deck. And then go ahead and, pull it up and separate. Okay, so the Cloudfin Raptor is not good in your deck. I don't think you're playing 2 Halo Scarabs.
no.
You're not playing the Basilica Screecher. I don't think you're playing the Silmgar Butcher. 5-drop.
Thanks.
There's
3 of
and
these.
then I feel like you have to cut. You have to cut either the Archaeomancer or one of the 3 Scabs. I think the Scabs are better, so I think cut the Archaeomancer. What does that leave you with creature-wise?
Let's see. 16.
16. Quite a bit. Okay, let's look down at the bottom here. So you can run 16 lands with the double Solemnity Visions, or you can run 17 land without the Solemnity Visions. Because they're 2 DFCs, they count like half a land. So if you count them as a land and you're running 16, you have 18 lands.
I'd like to keep these in because at least it gives us the second option of using it if we do end up with more mana than we need.
Okay, so we're gonna play 16 land then, which means we need to cut. We can cut 1 land. Well, you need to cut the. Yeah, you need to cut that. That shouldn't be in the deck. And then, let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources, 6, 7, 8, 9 black sources. We don't need double blue except for Crush. And we don't need double black except for Sidisi. I'd probably cut a swamp. No, sorry, cut an island. Because you have the 2 Solemnity Visions that are both islands. What am I thinking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we have 4 cuts we have to make here. Probably read the bones.
Where is
Yeah,
that
I think
one?
read the bones.
Oh, there it is.
Your 3-drop. Yep. Scry 2, draw 2, lose 2. The lose 2 could be really bad in this.
Yeah, we are a slower deck.
And then Stab Wound's definitely the worst removal spell because it's just a -2/-2. So it's a pretty easy Stab Wound.
But it is an
to get rid of.
enchantment. But it does continually hit the controller, though, right?
If the creature stays alive, it can, yes. But stuff like Stab Wound is really bad when you're running Devour Fleshes, Because once you play the stab wound on a creature, you don't want to cast Devour Flesh and make them sack a creature, because they'll just sack the creature that stab wound's on.
So you wouldn't consider this like a way to win? Stab wound.
No. Nope. It's not fast enough for this format. It used to be in the format it was in before, it was better. There was a lot of stalemates. Here, you would be using it 90% of the time as just straight up killing a 2/2 creature, or 2 power toughness 2 creature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, 42.
So originally I would say the skeletons are your worst cards in this deck, but because we need to make sure we stay alive long enough,
They need to
I
stay.
don't know. Yeah, that's the problem. So I'm wondering if we cut one of the skeletons and then the Nimbus Naiad. I think the Nimbus Naiad's your worst creature. And then cut one of the skeletons and keep the other one.
And that's our 40.
Yep, and we're pretty much just banking on using Dreadbore a whole bunch of times with the Possessed Scabs. Getting to a point where we can Skeleton, Crutch of Tentacles. Master Waves can do some damage if we have a couple other cards. Master Waves is not altogether crazy good in our deck, but it would be better with Archaeomancer in the deck. Which I really like putting Archaeomancer in the deck. I just don't know what we would cut.
Well, can
maybe
we
running the blood
go ahead?
running the Blood Tithe Harvester is a little too greedy. And take the Blood Tithe Harvester out and put the Archaeomancer in.
So you're going to swap a 2 mana for 4 mana?
Yes, but how often are you going to be able to play that 2 mana creature on turn 2? Because it's our splash color?
But it's also
Not very.
removal.
It can be removal. It can be a -2/-2.
Yeah,
But
you're
it's a
right.
delayed removal.
Yeah.
So yep, so I think this is the deck. Again, we have lots of recursion. Anyone who can exile our graveyard, it's going to make sad. We got to make sure when we're delving that we keep it in consideration that we have Archaeomancer and 3 Possessed Scabs. So not to delve away cards that we're going to want to use or get back. But let's run it. I think this is a fun deck. I'm a little scared that it's going to be too slow a lot of the times, but it looks fun.
Okay, I'm just getting our screenshot saved, ready to go, so we can reference it if we need to. Okay. Here goes nothing.
I mean, Dreadbores answer a lot of stuff, and the fact that we can get the Dreadbore back from our graveyard 4 different times. We definitely have some plays. Definitely have a lot of plays. Again, just whether or not we can stay alive long enough. We're hoping to dodge the turn 1 Crow and Crusaders is what we're doing. We don't want people to play turn 1 Crow and Crusaders on us.
What color is that one?
Red.
It's like a red aggro.
Yeah, red heroic aggro. Being on the play is going to help us a lot. Well, that's a good hand. So you just play the Solemnity Vision as a island on turn 1 and then play the archaeologist on turn 2, which fuels the graveyard for treasure cruise. I like the hand a lot.
Yeah, but we still need to get to 5 mana pretty fast.
Yeah, we definitely want to hit 5 lands by turn 5 for sure. Well, that's an aggro creature, annoyingly. Slum Division. Good thing we have a good turn 2 drop against that.
Is that the 0/3?
Don't play red, please. Yeah. Yeah, it's black-red aggro.
Dang.
And we're on the draw. Oh, and he's got... Oh, yeah, this is bad. Oh, that was a good draw. I think you play that and hope he doesn't have a removal spell for it. If he has a removal spell for it, you're in some... Not quite sure we can win this territory unless you top deck Dreadbore off the top.
We're on like turn 3.
Dude, the aggro decks in this format are nuts. I think he's gonna. If he kills you, he swings for 4. This turn takes you to 12. The next turn, the Ordeal Perforos takes that guy to a 5 power and shoots you for 3 or a creature you control for 3. So you're definitely blocking. He probably has Coordinated Assault to give your guy first strike. Oh, or does he have the removal spell? Definitely block. At least one way or the other, even if he has Coordinated Assault, you absorbed 4 damage there. Yep, Coordinated Assault gives this guy first strike. You lose 1. Top deck Dreadbore, please. Nope. All right, go ahead and play the Archaeologist. See if we can dig for Dreadbore here. He did miss a land drop, so hopefully the pressure isn't...
Yeah, let's hope he misses a few more.
He's got like a supernatural stamina in his hand, I believe. Yeah, play your land. You missed spells, which is okay. Unfortunately, can't find that Dreadbore, which you really need. Or Devour Flesh. Devour Flesh would have been really good too. How many cards do you have in your graveyard?
4.
4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Really need Devour Flesh or Dreadbore off the top here. So he attacks, he'll shoot you for 3 with the Ordeal, and I think you have to chump block to absorb the 5 damage. He did hit his land drop too, which is unfortunate. You could take it for 1 more turn because if he plays anything else that this could block.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, aggro decks are no joke in this format, especially on the play. You think if you were on the draw, you'd be there's the Achrome Crusader. A little late, but there's a Dreadbore. All right. So definitely your Dreadbore, the 5/4.
Play my land first.
Yeah, if he has supernatural stamina, at least it resets his guy down to a 2/1. So. Which I'm sure he has supernatural stamina.
Are you serious? How do you know? How do you know these things all the time?
Just know I know the tricks of the format, and yeah, he's gonna let it happen though. All right, that's very happy news for you. You have 5 cards in your graveyard now. No attacks. You need to top deck a land. Would be very helpful. If you can get to Din Row of a Horror, I'm feeling decent, but you gotta start going wide here. Swings in with both with supernatural stamina up. Yep. You gotta block the 3/1. And he'll supernatural stamina his guy and get another 1/1. Kill your guy and his guy comes back. I don't know how you win this.
Jeez, thanks. Thanks for the confidence.
He's going to have 4 creatures on the board next turn. To your 0. Top deck a land, which you did not. So you have to treasure cruise by exiling all the cards from your graveyard. So go to cast it and then click on your graveyard. And exile all the cards in your graveyard. Click submit 6. Top deck a Dreadbore out of this. No, you are just dead. 3, 4, 5, 6. You're dead.
Oh,
So just concede, or let him attack either way. Yeah, if you were on the play, you would have been okay. Because you were on the draw, you lost that game. And he had a very good hand. The fact that he missed his 3rd land drop and then ripped land right off the top after that was very lucky by him. Was able to keep enough pressure up. All right, round 2. That is the deck I told you did want to face.
that is. You always seem to call it. All right, let's get lucky in round 2.
You gonna click play?
Oh, yeah.
That might help, huh? Had you had the Dreadbore or Devour Flesh early that game, I don't think it would have been close either. Yeah, it's a keeper. And it's slow, though, but it's a keeper.
I don't know how I feel about slow anymore.
Yeah, you just have to dodge early stuff. Just play a normal blue land. And then normal black with an Essence Scatter up. Playing up black red again. Oh, but he didn't. Yep, so play the black land and hold Essence Scatter up. Yep, easy counter. I think you play the tap land since you had to pay for it.
This one?
You don't have anything else. Yep. I mean, you can play this Fell Stinger, but you're not trying to get aggressive with the Fell Stinger, so I would just play that and auto pay. Now you have all your colors online. He's playing a lot slower, so we're feeling decent about this.
Okay.
So yeah, just play the tap land and probably the Fell Stinger. Now the question is, do you want to sack the Fell Stinger to draw with it? But I don't think you do. Just think you want to keep it as a 3/2 Death Toucher. Try to get some of the removal out of his hand. Decline. Yep. Got removal out of his hand. Took his whole turn up. Ooh, oh, that's a nice card. I think you play a land and play the Possessed Scab and get back Essence Scatter. Start trying to value him out. And then next turn you can play the Murmuring Mystic and hold up the Essence Scatter.
Nice.
Sure. Use all the removal before we play. Oh, okay. Well, you may not want to play your Murmuring Mystic now.
Why not?
Because he can just kill it with Dreadbore.
Oh.
I think you just run Sidisi out there without exploit. You let him use the kill spell on that. No exploit. Decline. Especially knowing you can get it back multiple ways. Always get to bounce it, make you discard. Yikes. Discard the Essence Scatter?
You think so?
I mean, what are you going to do this next turn? He's very far ahead of you right now. He's very far ahead of you. You need to draw removal, which you haven't seen yet. So yeah, I think you have to force the Murmuring Mystic out. So play a land, play Murmuring Mystic, and pass the turn. When he goes to Dreadbore, your Murmuring Mystic, use your Solemnity Vision to try to dig for some removal. So he's tempoed you out pretty well. So yeah, use your Solemnity Vision. You get a 1/1. Grab the Dreadbore. And I think you just take all the damage. So you can sack the token to your Sidisi.
Got it.
So open up with the Dreadbore on the Dinrova Horror to see what he does.
Nothing.
Okay. Play your land, because Draw Disruption is in this format, which is counter unless you pay 1. Attack for 1. I hope he doesn't have a counter spell for Sidisi. Sack the bird. And I think you grab Treasure Cruise. So take action and grab Treasure Cruise. Right there on the top. How many cards do you have in your graveyard?
5.
Okay, so you probably exile everything but the Dreadbore and cast the Treasure Cruise next turn. So it's 4. It would be a 4-mana Treasure Cruise. Another Dinrova Horror. That's annoying. Discard the Baleful Eidolon. That is annoying. He just has you tempoed.
Yeah,
Again,
I know.
on the play. So yeah, go ahead and Treasure Cruise. Exiling everything but the Dreadbore. So click on your graveyard. Don't click auto. Click on your graveyard. Click on everything but the Dreadbore. Submit 5. The Dreadbore only costs 3. Auto pay that. That's fine. Yeah, and I think you're just playing Sidisi again without the exploit. Hoping he doesn't have yet another bounce spell. Decline. He's playing a very similar deck to yours. His is just working a little better. Although this is looking good if he doesn't have... He's only got 1 card in his hand. All right, we might have stabilized.
Whew.
Go ahead and play the Philagi. Oh,
Dang.
it was horrible.
I saw that too.
And yeah, just pass the turn, I guess, because Devour Flesh isn't going to do much right this second. You can do it during his turn as well, so... Uh-oh, you got Treasure Cruise. Hopefully it's Gurmag Angler. Oh, you got a Dreadbore. Well, he is drawing much better than you are. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you're gonna have to cast both Devour Fleshes on him. So pass to combat. Cast Devour Flesh. Just cast both Devour Fleshes on him. Thought you had stabilized. You made a bad draw into bad mills. Cast another one. And then he frickin' ripped another Dreadbore off the top. He's got very similar cards in his deck as you do. I would definitely block.
Bummer.
And rip something good off the top. Yeah, play a land and pass the turn. Okay, and you can't cast even spells. All right, we'll play the Scab. You can't cast even spells. So is there anything in your graveyard that can help you here? Is Gurmag Angler... Well, you're at 1 life. So I don't think there's anything... You can get Master of Waves, but that's even. You can get Dreadbore, but that's even. Wait, is it even? View Battlefield again. And hover over Void Winnower.
Yeah, even.
Yeah. So back to View Browser again. You could cast the Gurmag Angler, but you just die in the air. So, concede. I would never be caught dead running Void Winnower. It feels very bad that you just lost to that, but he just drew better. Simple as that.
Sad.
Philology has been
0-2.
Your philology mills have been awful.
Oh, I gotta remember to hit play button this time.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, your deck is not playing very well. The cohesiveness of the deck just does not seem to be working very well. I didn't think this was necessarily a very good deck, but I definitely don't think it's an 0-3 deck. So,
Well, let's do well in round 3. We haven't had any 0-3s yet, right?
oh, we haven't had anything. We haven't had any negative records. 3-3 is the worst we've had. But sometimes, I mean, they all can't be winners, and sometimes the decks just don't play like you think they should. And I mean, our deck isn't altogether crazy good, but I don't think it was any worse than the guy's deck that we just played against. All right, I like that hand as well. And you're on the play, so you definitely played a tap land turn 1. Then, yeah, run it. Philology turn 2. And find, hopefully, Devour Flesh is what you're looking for against that creature. Hey, look, Devour Flesh. So click on the Devour Flesh. Now he's not going to suit up his guy.
Yeah, that stopped that.
Yep. Just play a land to play the Sanitarium Skeleton. Faster.
All right, let's keep this going.
I would use Devour Flesh in response just to get rid of the Hexproof guy. Seems how you can't target the Hexproof guy with all the removal.
Oh, he picked up a swamp.
Oop. So this is a great swing for 1. Just need to hit a land and then you're off to the races. So end turn. I don't think you block. No blocks.
Yeah, let's just take that. Ooh.
Dreadbore the Mangler.
Should I just do that? Oh, that's sorcery. Yeah, I should do that now.
Yep. Attack for 1. He very well may scavenge onto his bird, but then you can just Dreadbore his bird as well. Which is looks like what he's gonna do. Scavenge onto the bird. Draw your land, please. Thank you. So God player land. Go ahead and Dreadbore the bird. Swing in for 1. One more land for Dinrova Horror to be up, and feeling really good. All right, both cards you're not worried about. Nice. So I'd probably run into play Sidisi here and sack the Scoundesterium Skeleton. The question is what do we want to go grab?
The skeleton?
Sack skeleton. Yep.
Take action.
Take action. Yep. And what do we want to grab? Man, this is hard. What do you have on the board right now? Maybe Master of Waves? Is Master of Waves right? You only get 2 tokens. Archaeomancer? No, you don't have double blue for Archaeomancer. You can grab another Possessed Scab. So you can just recast the Dreadbores that are in your graveyard. You don't have double blue for Crush of Tentacles. Yeah, I think it's just Possessed Scab. I think Possessed Scab's right. And then pass the turn. Hopefully you draw a land, preferably blue.
Do they have a removal for our Sidisi?
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he hasn't cast any removal yet so far, so. Most worried about what big giant thing he can cast with all that mana, but I don't know why he'd be running Darksteel Ingot unless he's running some pretty heavy stuff there. Wholesome Marasa. To put the Sanitarian Skeleton back in your deck. Yeah. Not quite sure why he did that. Okay. All right, what is that? What does this guy do? That's got to be, that's a newer card on the list. I can't remember which card it is.
Reach Trample.
This doesn't even, not much. So I think no, he could sack it in response. I think he just run Dinrova Horror out here and bounce the guy he just played and make him discard a card. I like Dinrova Horror locking him here too, because if you can get Dinrova Horror killed somehow, you can scab and get the Horror back, and then you can play the Horror again, and so on and so forth.
He discarded a land.
Yeah, just swing in for 4 with your Sidisi and then play your Skeleton. Kept it on top. Very interesting. I mean, you have enough mana to Dreadbore anything he plays by playing Scab into Dreadbore. So you're very far ahead. I would just attack with your 4/4 and your 4/6. See what he does. Probably just takes it. Or is he going to double block your horde? Oh, you're very happy if he does this. Kill the 3/2 trampler. Yep. Resolve. Kept it on top as well. Okay, so you have two options here. You can get back Dinner of a Horror and play that next turn, or you can just get back Dreadbore and kill the flyer so you're not taking any more damage in the air.
Guess I'm not worried about the 1 damage in the air. It's not like it's lifelink.
So it's technically 2 because of Extort.
Oh. Yeah, maybe we should kill it.
So yeah, so make sure to tap your mana and leave a red and black up. Tap 5 mana, leave red, black up.
All right, so would we leave a red and a black?
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Undo. You tap a red. There you go. Play Possessed Scab. Oh wait. Yeah, Possessed Scab, and then return Dreadboard to your hand.
It says pay a blue.
Oh, because you didn't hit cancel.
Nope.
And then go all the way back. You need to go all the way back. Control V all the way to untap everything. I think it hover the card. There you go. Get the Dreadbore. And Dreadbore the flyer. This also puts a little more pressure on the board because you can attack with the Scab next turn. Entered.
Ooh. That was that card I was asking you about. Now we're going to lose 2 life
Yep.
every turn.
Yes, we are. Let's see your graveyard again. All right, so this is the play I like. First of all, attack with everything. Attack with the Possessed Scab and the Sidisi. Two attacks. Yep. All right, now play Possessed Scab and get back Devour Flesh. Pass the turn. At the end of his turn, Devour Flesh yourself and sack the Sidisi. Sidisi's a zombie, correct?
Zombie snake.
Yep, so which means you can get it back with Cruel Revival. So yeah, so at the end of his turn, Devour Flesh yourself. Target yourself. Yes. Sack the Sidisi and you'll gain 4 life. There you go. Play the Evolving Wilds. Go get a blue land. And then swing in with your 2 creatures that can attack. Well, I guess they can all attack, but leave the Pelagi back. Whatever creature you just pass a turn, if he plays a creature, you Cruel Revival it and get back your Sidisi. Yep, so that resolves. Let him move to attack. And then kill it. Go ahead and Cruel Revival it. Oh, it's a zombie. How awkward. All right, well, you can't, apparently. So use your Solemnity Vision. He played a zombie, and you can't kill a zombie. That's so awkward. Crush your Tentacles, pretty easy pick. Well, it's the only pick. And then I would block. There's no point in keeping the Philology on board, so. So attack for 4. This is just kind of a blowout. You get to bring back the Possessed Scab to your hand too, so. Play the Halo Scarab. And then Surge the Crusher Tentacles.
Cast with Surge.
Cast with Surge, yep. And tapped your mana awkward. We wanted to leave a black up, but now you have an 8/8. And now you have Possessed Scab again, so you can Possess Scab something else back to your hand. And there's a non-zombie creature. So
Okay.
yeah, I would attack for 8 and see what he does. Sure. Oh, it's got Pro Blue. Interesting. Didn't think about that. All right, play Halo Scarab. That was my bad. Misplay on my part. And then play the Sanitarium Skeleton. And pass the turn. Hold up Essence Scatter, and then if you don't need to scatter something, you just Cruel Revival.
The 2/2.
Killing the slasher and getting back your Sidisi. Yep, not much you can do there. Does his Red Ringler have trample?
No.
No. So you just chump it if he swings. What does that say? Enters, put a political card on it equal to devotion to green. I don't think you care about countering that, but in response, I would kill that Sky Slasher, so he has 1 less devotion to green.
So with the Cruel Revival.
Yeah. Yep. So kill that. Bring back Sidisi to your hand. And then I think you can just take 4. He has no cards in hand. You're not worried about anything here. Swing for 8. This time he would have to actually lose his guy to block. Okay. And then play Sidisi. Sack the skeleton. Take action. Maybe the Devour Flesh, just to be safe. And then pass the turn. All right, so he can't attack. Oh, there it is. Well, it's just a matter of time before you win. You've had the game in the bag for a while. It just takes forever to
Play it out.
finish it off. Yep. All right, well, we didn't go full skunk.
Hooray for that.
The deck's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's just too slow. It's just too mana intensive. And that's the downfall of us. It just needs too much mana.
It's not, yeah. It's not fast enough.
And even when doing cool things, it's like we're only able to do 1 or 2 things a turn when it's just not enough. That's a mulligan. That's 6 drop and 3 5-drops. That's not good. Much better. Pitch an island. Go ahead and go get a swamp on turn 1 here. Don't forget to crack the Evolving Wilds. I play blue land here. Act like you have Essence Scatter.
Oh, got it. I was going to play the red for the Dreadbore.
Play little mind games. Because you mulligans and you want to hit your land drops, I think you go ahead and play this Spell Stinger and sack it to itself to draw 2 cards. So yeah,
You
play
don't
the
want
Spell
to.
Stinger.
You don't want to hold that up as a blocker.
No, you're playing against Gates, which is going to be slower. You need to draw cards. You need to hit your land drops in this deck. It'll sacrifice itself. Target yourself. Draw some cards. Play the tap land. And auto pay. Sure.
Oh, geez, they are going to play the Gates deck, aren't they?
Oh, they're playing Gates, yeah, absolutely. So you guys are both playing, you're both in it for the long haul here. So I think you just play the Scab and get the Fell Stinger back. It's already decent value for you. Easy block if he attacks.
For the trade.
Yes, absolutely. With Devour Flesh, you want to keep the smaller creatures that you don't care about off the board to make the Devour Flesh better. Oh, Sin Collector, that's an owie. So he probably takes the Crush of Tentacles here. Or the Scab, I guess this... Oh, he can't take the Scab, so he takes the Crush of Tentacles here.
That's too bad. That was going to be really good later.
I mean, you can get it back with the Scab. So he decided to take the Dreadbore, okay. Oh no, he exiles it too. Definitely block still. Bad Sin Collector. I want to say you just draw more cards here. He has Essence Scatter mana up, so I think you play the Fell Stinger and draw 2 more cards. Sacrifice it, draw 2. Play the Skeleton. That's good. Skeleton was a good draw because it blocks the Sin Collector really easy.
Nice. Yeah, our opponent still has 7 cards.
I mean, you still have 5. And 1 more land on the board than him.
Red, green, black. They have all 5 colors, though.
After mulliganing. Gonna detain your guy. Okay. Not a big deal. Sure. I think you go ahead and fire off, once he attacks, go ahead and fire off the Devour Flesh on him. I'm assuming he just sacks the Sin Collector, so. Oh, great draw. Gotta play your land. Play the Sidisi and sack the skeleton. Chance he counters it. Hopefully he doesn't. Sack the skeleton. Take action. And I think against his deck, you probably just want to grab. You want to grab the Essence Scatter or a Dreadbore. Dreadbore to kill his flyer right now, or Essence Scatter to hold up for the next creature he plays.
Yeah, grab the Dreadbore.
Okay. Go ahead and fire that off on his bird right now.
Do we have 2 Gurmad Anglers or just one?
Just one. Speaking of which, how many cards do you have in your graveyard?
5.
Okay. That's a card you don't mind seeing. Down to 4 cards in hand.
Does that mean that's the best card that he had to play?
No, just a card that doesn't change anything. Which is nice. It's a card out of his hand that doesn't change the board at all. Him playing it means he's pretty sure not to have Gates Ablaze here. Which Gates Ablaze isn't good against you anyway. There's the Arc. Yep, that's going to gain him a whole bunch of life. Gain him 8 life. Takes him to 29. Treasure Cruise is a pretty good draw here. But I think you just possess Scab back the Dreadbore and Dreadbore's flyer again. So make sure you leave red, blue, black open, which it is. Yep, so grab Dreadbore. And Dreadbore's flyer again.
The 3/4.
Yep. And then swing in for 4. Start trying to whittle down his life.
So what does Gates Ablaze do?
X damage to each creature where X is the number of gates you control.
Ugh, that's
So
not
it'd be
good.
4 damage to each creature currently.
So it's effectively a board wipe. Well,
It is,
if
yeah.
you're
And it's a
opponent.
board wipe that's uncommon. So people can have 3 of them in the deck.
Ooh. Okay. I'm glad we solved the Crush of Tentacles.
Yeah. And you have an easy way to surge it with the Sanitarium Skeleton. He's going to get back the Archway Angel again, most likely. Just gain a whole bunch of life. Just super annoying. I'd be surprised if he grabs anything else, but he might. Could grab the Sin Collector, actually. I think he is grabbing the Sin Collector. So that means you need a Treasure Cruise this turn. He can regenerate his guy, but he has to remove counter, so I would definitely block. Alright, so cast Treasure Cruise. Hold on. Yeah, you're fine. So click on your graveyard. At this point, I think the skeleton's the only thing you want to leave in the graveyard, so get rid of the boar, devour flesh, stinger, and evolving wilds. So that 4. I'll just click auto pay, yeah. Not bad. So if he sin collectors now, what does he take? He has to take the Crusher Tentacles. So Crusher Tentacles is just gone, no matter how you look at it. So just play the tap land and pass the turn, I guess. You'll at the end of his turn, you can return the skeleton to your hand. Yep. Nothing you could do. There was no way to protect it unless you hit Essence Scatter, which you didn't hit, so. But you don't want to be crushing their scab and single. You don't want to be bouncing that stuff to their hand anyway.
Right.
So it's not that big of a loss. All right. That's a good card.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really big creature, but you have a Death Toucher on the board, so it's down to 2 cards in hand. Return the skeleton to your hand. Okay. So play your land. Give you 3, 6, 9 lands. Oh. All right, let's start with Philology and see what Philology mills. Nothing. All right. Let's see what's in your graveyard that you could want to scab back here. The Treasure Cruise. How many cards do you have left in your deck?
13.
Oof. All right, so maybe we're just playing the Gurmag Gangler here. You want to play the Scab, though, because it's another Devotion to Blue. So play the Gurmag Gang... No, yeah, play the Scab. Play the Scab. It's another Devotion to Blue for Master Waves. Probably get back the Murmuring Mystic at this point. And then play the Skeleton. No attacks. We have to find a way to win without decking yourself, which is going to be a problem here.
Let's see, what have they got?
Both your
21.
Both your dread boards are gone. I don't know what remove. You have Cruel Revival still in your deck, I believe, right? Check your exiled cards. Yeah, Cruel Revival is what you want. All right, will you read that card again? It's been a long time since I've seen that card. Monstrosity, destroy target non-Gorgon creature. Yeah, that's not good. But you have nothing to do with it. So I would just play the Murmuring Mystic and then play the Master of Waves. And he's going to end up killing your Master of Waves with the Gorgon.
Play the land.
And that's... No, I would hold it in case he has another discard spell. I'll just pass the turn. You're in a spot where you definitely can't win right now with... The monstrous, yeah, because if you monstrous, the Gorgon kills your Master of Wave, it kills all your elementals. You don't have any more scabs. You have Archaeomancer still. Yep. Does the Gorgon have Death Touch?
Yeah. Yes.
Shit. All right, well, play your Gurmag Angler by exiling your lands, I guess, from your graveyard. Just exile the 2 lands. Auto pay. Devour Flesh is really bad here because it doesn't. He just sacks a 2/1 that creates a 1/1 flyer. So, yeah, just pass the turn. You might end up having to Devour Flesh yourself here. Just, yep. Get a flyer online. Lumby Vision would be a good draw for you. Oh, you might have wanted to Devour Flesh there in response to get a 1/1 flyer so you can start attacking because you have to start putting pressure on him. But it's too late now. Your turn, just recast it and pass the turn. If he finds an answer for Sidisi, you're in trouble, but... Alright, so I would Devour Flesh, target yourself, sack the skeleton. And then bring the skeleton back to your hand. And draw something good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess Archaeomancer for Treasure Cruise. Play Treasure Cruise. Exiling... Oh, play your land. Don't think you have enough. You might not have enough, I don't know. Treasure Cruise, exiling... Both your grave? Yeah, you have to exile both. Get another bird. Nice. All right. Attack for 1 in the air.
That'll be... That's great.
Yeah, but how many cards do you have left in your deck?
7.
Yeah. We have a very short clock here. We have to figure out how to break through.
Well, we can with the flyers.
Yep. But every Solemnity Vision cuts that clock a little bit. Oh, Gates of Blaze. That's painful. Oh my gosh, you just cleared your whole board. Well, I don't know if you have a way to win, but so kill Cruel Revival, the Gatebreaker Ram.
The Gatekeepers? No.
Gatebreaker Ram, and return probably Gurmag Angler to your hand because Sidisi's not. You're not going to thin your deck out by. And then cast the Gurmag Angler by exiling, I think, just everything from your graveyard because there's no point. I'm keeping anything in your graveyard at this point. And then I would play the skeleton. And I'd also play the Belko Eidolon by itself. And pass the turn. Oh, yeah, Gates Ablaze. Oh. Ruined the only way you had of winning, I think. Because you can't attack into a 3/6 Death Touch. I don't think you have any removal left in your deck.
We have 6 cards left. Oof.
If we can find some way to get rid of the 3/6. Yep, so cast Solemnity Vision.
Let's see all
And
6
you
of
see
our
everything
cards.
left in your deck. Yep. So you have Dinrova Horror, which, yeah, you can't win. So take the Essence Scatter. Play the land and pass the turn.
Yeah, this is a shame.
It was a heck of a game, but I'm just going to lose the decking out.
They're not even going to really swing in. They're just going to let us deck, aren't they?
Well, they can't really swing in, so play your land, pass turn. You need to draw Dinrova Horror next turn to have any chance. I don't think you have any chance, but
I don't think so either.
attacks.
They still have 14 cards.
So I'd play Dinrova Horror and bounce the Gorgon. And then attack with your 5/5. And he can just quadruple block it and kill it, so triple block it and kill it. Oh, kill the 2/3 and the or the 2/4 and the 1/1. That's unfortunate. Definitely the worst draft that we've done so far.
Definitely is.
Deck had a lot of fun. Definitely had a lot of fun stuff to do, but didn't play out the way we wanted to. Yep, end turn. Counter the Gorgon when they play it. That's fine. Leave that. The Gorgons. No, leave that. The Gorgon's more important to counter. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but you just concede. You know what's left. You don't even have creatures left, so. Or counter as the guy, whatever.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I would just concede. Yeah, it's over. Well, not our finest outing.
Did I go down a rank to platinum? Or was I still platinum before?
You were platinum before.
Okay.
You were platform before.
If we start losing, does it just go down?
It can't go down full ranks. So you can't go from plat 4 to gold. You can't get demoted to gold. But if you're plat 3, you can get demoted to plat 4.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we got out of it.
Yep, that was a rough one,
Yep.
but it's bound to happen. 7 drafts, our first actual losing draft.
That's not. I mean, if we were to add it up,
I
our
did.
win ratio is still probably over 60%.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. The deck wasn't good. Like I said, it was too expensive, but I don't think it was 1-3 bad either. I think it was a little unfortunate that we did that bad. We got one bad matchup in round 1, and we were on the draw. I don't think we should have lost round 2, and then the last round we lost was a really good game. So, just yeah, didn't have enough juice in our deck to get there. So,
All right. Well, that's it for today. I guess we'll see everybody next time.
all right, guys. As a reminder, like and subscribe
Yes,
our
definitely.
videos, and as always, don't forget to correct the evolving wilds.